Monkey Kid is a show that is known for its amazing animation, fight choreography, and voice acting. Though it suffers an area like world building and some character development due to lack of episodes per season, when given a chance to be able to develop a character properly, they do it excellently. And I want to shift focus away from MK for a moment and talk about Sun Wukong, the Monkey King, and how he is a good example of how to perfectly write an imperfect character. Now, let's have a flashback for those who are unaware of Monkey King's origins. In the Monkey Kid and Journey to the West storyline, Sun Wukong was a demon monkey born from a stone, created by the goddess Nuwa, and he was someone who craved immortality, being one who feared death the most out of any other being, going as far as to write his name out of the Book of the Dead. Sun Wukong self-proclaimed himself as a being equal to even the strongest beings in the celestial realm, and with all the power and training he was giving himself, it seemed to do the trick. As of now, the Monkey King is one of the strongest beings in all of fiction, inspiring the likes of other overpowered characters like Goku, and being powerful enough to hold on the hand of the Buddha, or literally jump past galaxies. So where am I going with this whole character origin idea? Well, let me explain. In Sun Wukong's crave for power and immortality, he became one of the most feared and reviled demons in all of China. He made mistakes that would last generations, and the worst part is, he would live long enough to experience the effect of his mistake, due to him eating the immortal peaches in the celestial realm, with one of his punishments being trapped under a mountain, which seems to be a canon event for every single Monkey King variant. Like, not even the live-action Monkey King can escape that. It was never helped with the fact that he made multiple life-altering decisions without consulting those closest to him and only thinking for himself, resulting in everyone around him being caught in the crossfire of his actions. Even some of his closest friends were turned to his biggest enemies, like the Six-Eared Macaque or the Demon Bull King and the Brotherhood. Monkey King may have eventually made new friends in the form of the Great Companions, but even they eventually passed on without him, and that group was probably the last time Sun Wukong made true friends. This would eventually lead him to repressing all of his mistakes, in which he puts on this whole chilled, laid-back, humble but smug persona he has on right now, when it's really not how he feels deep down. And if you watch other media including Sun Wukong, and not just Monkey Kid, you would know that the personality he had throughout the show was not really the true Monkey King. Like, that's not really how his whole personality is like. In the past, he had no sense of morality or care. He was only fighting the bad guys and the demons for all the glory and pride, along with being violent and uncontrollable in nature, resulting in the need for a restriction crown. It may not be explicitly mentioned that the Monkey King we now know has never done things like that, but based on his track record on the show, it's not surprising that we could see this cool uncle-type character was once one of the worst guys you would ever meet or come across. Some of those traits may have been carried over to him in the present day, but most of his old persona is gone. The repression of his mistakes is what also caused some of MK's biggest villains to return. Sometime in the past, Wukong rubbed the Demon Bull King in both the wrong way, and somehow they became enemies, along with Spider Queen, and the imprisonment of both the Lady Bone Demon and the Brotherhood were all caused by mistakes he started or accidentally caused. The Monkey King was never a being with a clean slate, and as multiple generations passed on, he was eventually humble enough to admit that, when the Monkey King thousands of years ago would never do that, showing his growth off-screen without needing to explain to the audience. His need to find a successor within MK was not something that was actually needed or required for the world to be a better place, since it wasn't even MK's destiny in the first place. It all came from a place of guilt. Monkey King may be seen as a hero or legend to the present-day public eye, like Tang and the citizens, but he is still trying to make up for all his mistakes by training MK to be a better version of him, in which he succeeds in. But he also ends up unintentionally projecting his problems onto him instead, which is how we get our trauma-bottling punching bag. So, as of now, it seems Monkey King has made up for most of his mistakes, with him and DBK being on good terms, and his other enemies throughout the season either being dead or having forgiven or understood him. The only thing he still has left to fix are the effects of his mistakes on MK, which is something that will probably be talked about in Season 6. But that will do it for this character study on Monkey King, and there's definitely a lot I can improve on since this is my first time doing one. But anyways, comment if you want to see more videos like this. Check out the videos you see on the end screen. Please like and subscribe, and share this video if you all want to, and I'll see you in the next video.